The Bible tells us the quality of that hidden wisdom, that it cannot be gotten by any other route. The world cannot find it. The princes of this world with the education and intelligence. Listen, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. We are an enlightened generation, and it is something that is worthy of commendation, that we are educated and enlightened, because it opens up our faculties and helps us to be able to assimilate. We can look at life and deduce, because we have been guided through experience, you know, to be able to interpret life properly. But when it comes to the matters of the spirit, we must sustain the fortitude to be humble enough to know that education, sociological enlightenment, and spiritual illumination are not the same. Isaiah 29. Is God blessing us already? Isaiah chapter 29. Read for me, please, verse 11. You'll be projected, and I want us to read together. Isaiah 29 and verse 11. Ready? It's projected. Let's read. 1, 2, go. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is, stop there first, a book that is sealed, a book that can be accessed, but at the moment it is sealed. Sealed from who? Listen, go ahead, let's read. No, please go back to verse 11. Go ahead and read. Which men deliver to one that is what? Learned, stop, intelligent, educated. They deliver the sealed book to him, and what is his response? Read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, because it is sealed. It is true that I'm educated, but there is a mystery behind this book. It is sealed. I cannot read it. Not because I cannot recite the letters. It was not sealed with a scroll. It was sealed with a mystery. You can open the book and yet not see. Next verse. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, in the first place, I'm not even educated. So there is a realm where both the educated and the uneducated stand helpless. These are the matters we're discussing in this conference. That there are dimensions that only the spirit, like a cult, can usher a man and say, come. So when you see someone stand in a dimension of spiritual possibility, immediately you can know the agency that would have assisted that man. God knows that he cannot deliver anything to us that is bigger and greater than our capacity. If you have a little cup and you are given a drum of water, you can only get a cup out of that drum. Not because the drum is unable to give more, but the vessel that you have is limited and you are confined by the limitation of that vessel. So God is a God that is obsessed with capacity. Listen carefully. There are many of us, no matter how you pray and fast, like the parable of the talents, God cannot give you more than 2. He has vetted you and seen that your best is to handle 2. So it's not a matter of praying and say, Lord, anoint me more. Lord, anoint me. Give me greater membership, greater influence in the spirit. No. It is an issue of spiritual capacity. Because remember, they got more bread than they had capacity for. And the Bible already teaches us a lesson. What men do when they have more than they need, they waste. So he said, gather the fragments. As a lesson to the saints, I was so benevolent, and people ate when they were full. They started throwing it away. And the Lord watched them while they wasted what came as a miracle. Once a miracle, now a waste. He said, gather the fragments. And the people wasted 12 baskets full. It was a lesson. Are we together now? That every time God looks at you, out of his love, he restricts his benevolence to your capacity. is an act of mercy so that there will be more when you expand. Because if he gives you everything and is beyond your capacity, you will waste and never have again.